Presents Gypsy Soul, your one-stop shop for letting out your inner gypsy. Join Denise Marsh as she brings on a variety of guests to share their artistic vision with the world.
Happy Thursday, everyone, and more importantly, happy 4th of July! All dressed up for you guys. So, what are you doing for the 4th of July? Almost forgot to say, I'm your host, Denise Marsh with Gypsy Soul, but you know that part already. So, is anyone going to see fireworks? Are you hanging out at home? I know I have a lot of friends that have pets, and their pets get very scared by the fireworks. They don't like the loud sounds. They hide in closets, and for that reason, even though they love the 4th of July, they do things that are quieter. They watch things at home. They hang out with their pets. So just wondering what you guys are doing on the 4th of July, because it is a big celebration. It's something for us all to be proud of, our country. But you know, there's little celebrations too. You know, everything in life can be a celebration if we make it one. Like when we, endure things and it takes a long time to get over something we finally do, that's a celebration. A good friend telling you something that happened in their life, that's a celebration. Look, just waking up in the morning is a celebration. So we have the big celebrations, but we can't forget to celebrate the little things as well. And I know I do that all the time. And when I'm not doing it, I have people remind me definitely to do that. So when you follow your inner gypsy, you're doing that. You're living the celebrations while they happen. You're living for past celebrations, and you're just thriving. Not just surviving, you're thriving, and you're making the best out of your situation. And I learn that more and more every day. This show helps me do that. You guys help me do that. I love you, and I'm proud of the show, and I'm proud of my followers. Keep sharing and following and spreading the word, because this Gypsy Soul is not going anywhere. But changing the topic to talk about how life can sometimes be a little bit different and things happen that we're not expecting. Sometimes in life, they say that there are coincidences. But I really don't think that there are coincidences. I think that things are meant to happen. People in our lives that come into our lives for sometimes weird reasons, we see why they were meant to come into our lives, or they come into our lives at the strangest time. And it just makes us chuckle, but it makes us so glad that the universe is working for us. So I wanted to read a poem to you called No Coincidence. And it will hit on that subject. No coincidence. I could overlook the natural connection. I could ignore all the synchronicities. I could stop letting myself go with the flow. Yet, in my mind's eye, in my jaded soul, I do believe this is no coincidence. And if it is only a dream, let me sleep. But this is not a dream, folks. This is happening. Gypsy Soul is happening. And this great experience is happening with you guys. So before I do anything else, my poem falls right in line with today's very special guest named Shilah James. I actually met her because we were stuck in a waiting room together in a medical lab for, 2 hours, folks. And this beautiful Spitfire with the loveliest British accent you've ever heard in your life sat next to me. Well, it was the only seat left, but she did sit next to me. And when she started talking, I said the famous thing to her. I asked her the famous question. Will you be on my show? So we will be going to a short commercial break, and then you'll get to meet Shilah James, entrepreneur of Mama's Nuts and owner of Mama's Nuts. But first we'll hear from the Chocolate Spectrum and listen to some sweet chocolate story. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere, because we've got lots of nuts to share with you.
Welcome to the Chocolate Spectrum, nestled in the heart of Jupiter, Florida, where every sweet indulgence tells a story of hope. Founded by Valerie Herskowitz for her son Blake, who is on the autism spectrum, the family-owned Artisan Chocolate Company has been spreading joy since 2013. Here, individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities are empowered with training and employment opportunities, which not only give them purpose, but also teach valuable skills. Support a greater cause with your exquisite treat by shopping in-store or online at shop.thechocolatespectrum.com, with shipping nationwide all year round, or call at 561-277-9886. The Chocolate Spectrum, where every bite makes a difference.
Hey there, have you heard of the new show Gypsy Soul? It's hosted by the one and only Denise Marsh. Listen in as she helps you release your inner gypsy. With the best in South Florida. With plenty of special guests. With their own talents to inspire your inner gypsy. Tune in every other Thursday on your preferred streaming platform.
Hi everyone, and we're back to Gypsy Soul, and I'm your host, Denise Marsh. And I have the one and only Shilah James with me right now. So Shilah, I wrote a little intro for you. Blood literally brought us together. Thrilled to have you on the show. You're involved with kids like me. You're a guidance counselor, not a teacher, but you were a teacher too as a guidance counselor. So that's definitely an admirable, but I know it's a stressful job. But you've also got a second hustle that has turned into a huge business. Tell us about Mama's Nuts.
First of all, I want to thank you for having me on this show. And first of all, I want to say it was a pleasure meeting you in that doctor's surgery. And I recognise you're a teacher because you had Be Kind on the front, which was great.
With the name of the school.
That was your logo.
Yeah.
Yes. What was that last bit you said again?
Oh, that's okay. She's
sorry.
the best. And by the way, your British accent, the bomb. So I could talk to you all day and all night. I might have to take you home.
I could talk to you all day as well.
Listen to that Richard accent all day. Sorry, I had to put in the plug. But so what I said was, but you've got a second hustle. You know, besides being a guidance counselor, you have this whole other life.
Yes, I do. Since last year, I started a business. I am an entrepreneur because I have to believe I'm an entrepreneur because that's what you got to do. You got to believe in yourself. And I opened a business called Mama Spice Sensation after my mom. And part of that business is called Love Nuts at Mama's, which they're all different nuts and a variety of nuts and flavors, all kinds of flavors. The first original flavor was Blow Your Nuts Off, which people actually love and keep it hot. So Blow Your Nuts Off, I went to some shows, and if you go on my Instagram, you're going to love the Instagram where people talk about she's blowing our nuts off. Did you see some of the shows?
When they said it. Some people were blushing and they loved every second of it.
Did you actually see this one husband say, "Those nuts are hot like my wife"?
I did see that.
Yeah,
I did.
Right. So we also have chicken tikka masala. That's the mama side. That's the spicy side. Then we have the love nuts, which are the salty and the sweet side. You know, the latest.
That's what I like, sweet and salty.
Yeah. So we have nuts about toffee. We have, these are some of the flavors. Recently, maple toffee, coconut, macaroon.
You have a vegetarian one too, I think you said. Something was vegetarian or
Oh,
vegan.
yes.
Vegetarian. I got it screwed
For
up,
those
sorry.
people out there, recently I went to visit my daughter who works for Peggy Adams, and one of her colleagues, he's a surgeon there, and he was saying how he can't find anything hardly which is without bacon in it. Everything's with bacon, salads are with bacon. So I got this idea and my bulb, that little light bulb went on, and I thought, hey, I could make some cashews. I want to do cashews now as well, because some people say, oh, I can't eat peanuts. And I think, okay, let me do some bacon cashews and let me vegan them up and, vegetarian them up. So I got bacon, vegan, bacon salt, and we have bacon cashews, grunty, crunchy bacon cashews, and they are vegan. There you go. They're made with vegan bacon salt, so anybody can eat them.
I love the packaging. So I have a quick question to ask you, and I kind of did the questions a little bit out of order on purpose because I wanted you to show your stuff. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, you know what? Well, Mama Spice Sensation is the parent company, and Mama was my mom. Mama, I looked after my mom. She was very sick in England. Obviously, you can tell I come from England.
Nah.
And she was very sick, and I looked after her, and me and my husband, I've got 4 children, we decided 20 years ago that we were going to come to this country. My relationship with my husband is a bit like my big fat Greek wedding. He's Caucasian with 1 mom, 1 sister, 1 brother, and my family, I've got about 20 aunts, 20 uncles, 10 mothers, lots of cousins. And when he had a reason to leave the country, we decided, yes, let's go. So we decided to go. And I guess it was the guilt and leaving my mom and everything. And not just that, but, she got sick. I looked after her. She was okay when I left. But then I couldn't get back when she was dying. Couldn't get back because of immigration and all the problems, and I couldn't get back to see her. So instead of crying for my mom when she left, when she died, I decided to celebrate my mom. I decided to celebrate her life. I decided to remember her because she made the best curries. She did her own spices. She took the seeds and she grinded them, and she made those spices, and she spiced everything up. So I decided to name the business after her. So that is why, because you've always got to have a why. You've always got to say, why am I doing this? There's always got to be a purpose.
School taught us that, right?
Yeah, school taught us that. Counselling taught you that,
Professional
right?
development.
So that's why I named it Mama Spice Sensation.
You're keeping her alive.
I'm keeping her recipes alive. And then love nuts, and somebody might think,
Keep going.
is everything
no,
okay?
No, keep going. I wanted to ask her a question. Keep going.
Love nuts. Well, you think, why did love nuts come in? What has love nuts got to do with Mama Spice Sensation? Well, it's all about love. Mama was all about love. She had 14 children. She used to make food in big pots. There were 7 of us at home. I was the youngest of 14, and youngest of 14, but there were 7 of us at home. And Mama, she, made this food in big pots. She never spoke a word of English in England, but she had 3 jobs, and she made it happen. She loved everybody, and I was just looked after and loved by my sisters and my brothers and my family. So the love came into it. But the nuts, I remembered, and I sat back after listening to a podcast from Mal Robbins. She talked about the why. Why is it important that you're doing something? And I thought, why do I want to spice up nuts? And I sat back and I closed my eyes and I looked for the why. And then I saw the vision. I saw that vision in my mind. I saw myself sitting by the fire and my mum cracking the nuts. And I remember, she used to say, look at the shapes of the nuts. And I remembered seeing the heart. And that's when I called it Love Nuts.
And you remember her every single time.
I
You sell it every time.
Every time I have my why. And the why is important. If you don't have a why in your purpose, you're not going to succeed, because you're going to end up saying, I'm not doing this. I'm not putting the hours in.
And sometimes your why changes.
Your why changes as you move along in life, like Mama Spice changed to Love Nuts. But I brought both of them together.
That's right. You did something before that, before the nuts.
Yeah. I did spices. I did bags of spices, and I thought, this isn't working. But I didn't give up. I thought, no, I'm not giving up. I am not saying I am putting this down, because I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to find out why I want to do it. I haven't found my total why. And I was not prepared, because if you look on my Instagram, you see this spice on food. You see this packaging, which is completely different. You don't see all the colours, you don't see all the flavours. And then suddenly the why changed. because I went deeper into my soul, just like Gypsy Soul. I went deeper into that soul and I found my why. I found it. I found the love, because the love is in each one of us.
So what's the future going to be like for Mama's Nuts?
Mama's Nuts is going to have a Love Nut coffee shop. I see a vision. I see a vision. I see a vision of the Love Nut coffee shop, giving love out and sharing that love with a little wine here and there. You know, people.
Oh, wine and nuts.
Wine and
Perfect
nuts.
combo.
You know, and maybe
Some poetry in the background?
Yeah, maybe some poetry in the background, maybe some
night.
art in the background, maybe the
I
brook.
think we have something here.
Yeah, I think we have something here. So I see that vision and it's going to come, you know, I can feel it. And I feel that sensation, Mama's sensation. I can feel that vibe, you know.
You know what I love when I talk to you? I can feel the passion. Like when
I
you
do
do
love
something that
having
you
lots
want
of
to do and you love it, it radiates. It's in
Yeah.
your eyes, it's in your smile. Not to sound corny, but I'm very detailed. I'm a poet. I feel it. It's this whole vibe. It's almost like there's orbs around you. And that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
That gives me confidence, and that makes me want to pursue my dreams even more. So I think you do that for people. And I bet when they eat the nuts, you do that too.
I do actually. So I want you to try a flavour right now.
Okay.
Which one do you want to try? Do you want to blow your nuts off? Do you want to keep it hot?
Wow.
Or do you want to go with that first? Or do you want to go?
I hope no one from school's watching this.
Well, well, you can always have the toffee after. Which one?
I think I want the toffee one, but I want sweet and salty too. And
Well, you know, we got rosemary and sea salt. We got what was salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar. This is going to be part of my Pubsters collection.
no, not salt and vinegar. That makes me cough.
Okay.
And I'll be coughing. I
So,
already know. I tried that
Which
once.
one do you want? Do you want to try the toffee?
The toffee
Nuts
one.
about toffee.
Yes, please.
Do you want?
Thank you. Yes, open it for me.
I've got some little cups somewhere, but I can't get them right now. I should have got them out. But would you like to?
So I'm gonna. I feel like the show is gonna go over time, so I'm gonna just ask a little question so that I don't, because I could talk to you all day and listen to your accent. So you just need for that, just for that, so I know I don't go over. Okay, all right. Oh boy, all right, that's a lot. I'm just making sure we don't go over the time because I could talk to you all day. Okay, so I'm trying it. Try not to talk to my mouth up.
And these are them. The gold bag. They're always in a gold bag.
You know what? It's not too sweet. It's not too salty. I might have to stop talking and just eat.
Oh, I just love you.
This is delicious.
I'm glad you love
This
it.
is so yummy.
I'm glad you love it.
You know what this reminds me of, but it's 100 times better? In New York, the vendors that sold like roasted nuts and pralines, and now they're probably like $15 a pound, but
Yeah.
this is amazing. I'll be eating that whole bag later after the show.
Yeah, these
But I
are
better
these
put
are all
these
for
down
you. Yeah.
Because I could eat and eat and eat. I wanted to ask if they're low calorie, but I'm assuming they're not.
Well, obviously the toffee ones aren't, but I won't tell. You know, they're all. It's all at the back. You know how many calories you've got, but you know you've got the dill and pickle.
Ooh.
Hardly any calories in them.
Is it sour?
They're cashews.
Okay.
So they're not very sour. They're not very sour, but they taste good. Would you like to try some of them?
Maybe after. I wanted the toffee taste to stay in my mouth.
Okay, so we got spicy cashews.
Spicy I can't eat, but I know
Okay.
people that love spicy.
We have salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. You know, I was singing the song Push It. Push
Salt and pepper. Would you like to try some of them?
Is the pepper spicy? You have to tell me because I can't eat spicy things.
It is a bit
All right.
spicy. It's
No,
got
I
white
don't
and
want
black
to do that
pepper.
over air. Yeah,
Okay.
probably don't want to worry the
So
people here.
what about
What else?
the maple toffee?
Yes. Can you tell I like sweet?
You do. You're such a sweet person. That's
I'm
what it
such a-
is.
I have such a sweet tooth.
And we got plenty
In fact,
for everybody.
I gave up sugar.
These
for
are
4
almonds.
days, and
Do you-
now it's coming back.
Do you eat almonds?
Yes.
These are almonds.
They're very healthy. Almonds are very healthy for you.
So, you know, everybody was saying, well, I don't eat peanuts. And I thought, you
So
know
this
what?
is a nice mix. You've got Like all different nuts in there.
cashews,
Cashews,
peanuts,
almonds.
almonds.
So kind of like an energy
and
protein thing.
even have pretzels.
Oh, wow.
Even have pretzels with the chocolate almonds.
I love chocolate covered pretzels. I think
So-
I like this one better. Show that one again, please.
That is the maple toffee.
Oh my gosh.
And
I
we've
might have to change my
we've
mind.
just got into Kelsey Brewery and Gallery. They will be actually having the nuts there. I'm going to be doing the delivery on Wednesday, which is a great thing. But the calories are really low on the keep it hot and blow your nuts off because they are baked. They are baked in coconut oil.
Coconut oil is good for you. Shilah,
And
what's
these
your
are
favorite?
amazing.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite, I would say, are the... I love all of them. I just love making them. The Tex-Mex.
Why? Why is that?
Because they're different. Because I like him on the front. I like the little Mexican guy on the front. I like his hat.
Did you do the design?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Well, everyone in the studio is going to get to try these after.
Yes.
Too bad the people from home can't get them right now, because they will be nuts over the nuts.
But I'm at 518 Marketplace. That's where I am. And they can all go in there. And I'm also at Kelsey Brewery.
Where's that?
Kelsey Brewery is in Lake Park.
Okay.
518 Marketplace is in Lantana, Florida.
I've been there.
And I am also at the India Bazaar, where the Indian nuts are, and chicken tikka masala is there as well.
And how can people contact you? How can people follow you on social
They
media?
can come onto Instagram, Mama Spice Sensation. Just put that in, Mama Spice Sensation, and I will be there, and you'll see my little videos. And also, for 4th of July, we have a little jar here called Maple Toffee Almond Mix.
See, you guys can have this today, and you can have it in your celebration.
And that's for you.
And oh,
Happy 4th of
you.
July, my love.
Mwah. Thank you
And
so
I have
much.
one for your people here.
So, Shilah, like I said, I could talk to you all day long. I love your accent. I love your sweetness. I love your nuts. Don't take that the wrong way. I couldn't resist, though. But thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I will never think of nuts the same way again. I hope that you guys will go online. I hope that you'll follow Shilah. I hope you'll get some nuts because you will be nuts about the nuts. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I love you. Thank you so much for following Gypsy Soul. I will see you again. Oh, okay. I have more time. So good. I'm good. I can slow down a little bit. That's one of the biggest things I have with the show is I always want to finish on time. But I love you guys, and I could probably talk for another hour. But now that I have more time, I just wanted to say one more thing. Shilah, I think that people will probably look you up more for the holidays. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa,
Yeah.
they're around the corner, even though people think that
Well,
they're not. Even Halloween.
Yeah, well, I've got a limited edition coming up for Thanksgiving. I'm going to have pumpkin spice nuts.
I know
and
friends that love pumpkin spice coffee.
some
so
rum coconut almonds.
we get
coming
buzzed
up.
on it? Can we get buzzed on that?
Yes, no.
I don't think it's worth.
I'll do you a special pack. How's that? We can both get buzzed on it. Oh, I better not say that I'm a preacher's wife.
No kids should be watching this show. It's not PG.
No,
but I hope
no,
you'll come
no
back
preacher
on.
should be watching this show.
I hope maybe you'll come back on during the holidays and show us some more things. I think people.
I will.
People will be nuts over your
Oh,
nuts.
I can't wait. You know what? I really, really am grateful that you had me on this show.
I'm grateful. The pleasure is all mine.
yeah,
and
I
think
just
that
love
people in the
it.
studio are going to love the nuts.
Yeah.
But
I'm
as
so
always,
glad.
I wanted to thank you guys for supporting my show with likes, follows, and shares, and just word of mouth. I love connecting with you all. You bring out my Gypsy Soul, and I hope that I'm helping you bring out yours. I hope that you have lots of celebrations to have nuts and other things with. And I wanted to let you know that if you're looking to share your Gypsy Soul with a product, an idea, some kind of revolutionary thing, or just share your art, I would love to meet you, and I would love for you to be on my show. If you're interested and you want to be a guest on my show in the future, please call 888-994-4995, Studio B. Again, 888 994-4995, Studio B. I will see you again. I believe it's July 19th or 20th. I will confirm that for another wonderful episode of Gypsy Soul. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Happy
Love
4th
you.
of July.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Gypsy Soul. Make sure to stop by next time for another enlightening show. A show that was produced by Ant Media Productions and hosted by Denise Marsh.
So, as always, I wanted to thank you for following my show, for liking it, for spreading the word to other people, and just all the beautiful comments that you give me. I will write back to every single one of you. And I wanted you to continue to activate your inner gypsy because you're giving me the opportunity to do mine. But even better than that, I wanted to give you an opportunity to share your inner gypsy, to share your soul, to share a vision that you have or a creation or of an art. And I want you to come on the show and be my guest. If you're interested in pursuing that, please get in touch with me or get in touch with me at the show. Call 888-994-4995. That's Studio A. Call again, 888-994-4995, Studio A. And say, I know who my gypsy is. Or you can say, I am a gypsy. Or I'm with Gypsy Soul. Or I want to be on Gypsy Soul. I'll see you guys again. I believe it's July 18th or the 19th. I will double check that. Can't wait to see you again for another exciting episode of Gypsy Soul. Thank you, Shilah. I love you guys. Happy 4th of July.